Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Morses, and this is your Monday morning forecast update. We find ourselves here in the middle of one of our hottest stretches of this summer. We were up to 103 degrees yesterday in Shreveport. We'll be similar to that, likely around 101 or 102 today, and we'll keep those temperatures near 100 through at least Wednesday. But there will be some relief a little later this week. We have a front that's going to dip in Thursday and Friday and bring some scattered storms to close out the week, and our temperatures should drop back to near average in the low to mid 90s. So some relief to look forward to here, but we'll have to wait a few days for it with the temperatures coming in just above 100 this afternoon. Not much going on. Satellite and radar, a few of you may have heard some thunderstorms late in the day yesterday. We're going to keep just that 20% chance of a stray or spotty shower going this afternoon. We'll start out in the 70s, just kind of partly cloudy through the morning here, and expecting those partly cloudy conditions this afternoon. Also up to about 102 in Texarkana this afternoon. Of course, with the humidity, our heat index will be close to 110 this afternoon, so we do have that heat advisory in effect today. I believe I saw the heat index in a few locations up to about 115 yesterday, so at some point today we could see this heat advisory maybe upgraded to an extreme heat warning. Either way, just kind of a dangerous day to be working outside, so make sure you're hydrated, take plenty of breaks in the air conditioning, and wear loose and light colored clothing as well, just to help you cool down a bit. Looking like that heat index will stay very close to 110 through the entire afternoon today. So we'll talk a little bit about the rainfall chances. Not great today. We'll just be partly cloudy through the afternoon, but Futurecast continues to highlight just some isolated or stray showers, and that has a lot to do with not only the heat, but some of the humidity. We can get the air rising and get these little pop-up showers likely for your Monday and Tuesday. Better chance of some storms coming in by Wednesday here. Let me give you a look at the overall weather pattern. We have this very strong ridge of high pressure. That's what's bringing us the heat this time of the year, and that ridge is going to kind of build back to the west here, so that will open the door for this front that's up near the Canadian border. That front will dip down by the end of the week and likely bring us a higher chance of storms by Wednesday, but especially Thursday as well as Friday, and we should find ourselves on the more pleasant side of the front by the end of the week. May even feel the humidity drop off just a touch here. Out in the tropics, we have Hurricane Erin, which we'll be talking about here, but beware, there is another storm behind that, which has a better chance of maybe holding together over the next few weeks and staying a little lower than Erin. Erin is expected to just kind of curve up the eastern seaboard. You can see the winds there up to about 130 miles per hour with Erin. We'll bring some high waves across the east coast, so if you have travel plans that take you to Florida this week, be mindful of that. They'll have some rip currents and some dangerous tides just based on this hurricane here, but it is expected to curve back to sea and not make any landfall in the U.S., but again, it's that storm behind that that will bear some watching as we go through the next few weeks here. That has a better chance of staying lower in the ocean there and maybe not curving back to sea. So we'll keep you updated on that spot as well. Tropics definitely heating up here as we close out the month of August. Our temperatures by the end of the week will dip back into the low to mid 90s, so should feel more comfortable going into the weekend. Drop the rain for the weekend, and your weekend high is likely in the mid 90s.